Hey my friends, welcome back to Rosiescreativewings and welcome back for another episode of Pages and Touches journal series. So I'm back with another project for the journals, and was playing around and came up with something that I think you would be interested in. I hope that you will be interested in. It's a little bit different. So it's working with some envelopes here, but I do have to cut them down and things like that. So let me just show you how this project that I've been working on turned out. So I have it here. I just clipped this so you can, if I can find it quick. So this is the envelope that I worked with, and this is what it looks like. So let me just take this out. I just put this clip here because the items like the journaling card and the tag that I put in here slips out a little bit, so just to keep it nice in there. So it is a flip envelope with the windows, and this is what it looks like. So so I kind of made the envelope so that it's see-through like this, but you can see it in both ways. So there's a reason why I did I added actually two envelopes together. You don't have to add two envelopes together, but because of to keep like some sturdiness with it, that's what I did. And then I just added these cute little stickers here, and I kind of like backed them up so you can see some cute little stickers in the back and some cute little stickers in the front. And then over here you have a like a tuck spot or a pocket, if you want to name it. I think they're glued. Oh gosh, I glued it in by mistake. I had to let me just take this one out. I had to glue the pockets just a tad bit because the items were slipping out, and so yeah, it glued in a little bit. That's the reason why I had to add the clip. So with the flap of the envelope, I made this little tuck spot here. I did some sewing here, and then in the back I added another pocket up here. Or you can add some items in there. And I just added some of the things that I cut out. A little journaling card there, another one, just to layer, and that's the way it looks. Here I added a stamp that I colored in. This part here was a little bit plain, so I added this stamp here. Let me just bring it so you can see it closer, and I just colored it in a little bit with my alcohol markers, and I did the same with this one up here. You definitely don't have to do it. I feel like after I did it, I felt like it was too much, a little too much, so I definitely should have not added this here. I think the paper is just gorgeous, and this paper I got it from an Etsy store. I'll put it in the description box below if you're interested. So what I did was, with the envelope, I actually put the envelope through the printer to get this print on it. I did not cover it with the paper. I actually put the envelope through the printer. So I just want to show you how I did that, and it looks gorgeous. So that's one extra step that you don't have to, you know, most of us, when we have our scrapbooking paper, we have to glue it on top and then cut it out and stuff like that. With this one, I didn't have to do that. I didn't want to do that, so I was trying to do something different. But I do want to show you how to do that, just in case you're interested in doing it. You definitely could glue your paper on top and cut it out. That's also fine. It'll give you the same result, but I just wanted to show you the way I did it. So then over here, there's a tuck spot here. I forgot to get something, but let me just get something temporarily. You can see okay, so I'm just going to use this as so it's just like that, so you can put your, this is not what I'm going to use, but I'm just going to use this as a example. That's just a pocket in there, So you can put whatever in there, and then you have your pocket up here. I don't know if you can see that. It kind of disguises itself right there. And I did stamp a little design there as well. And then you have your window. But I feel like I should have not done this or this. Any of the stamping I should have not done. I just felt like it needed something, but I should have added something. I should have just left it like that because the paper is beautiful. I feel like I covered a lot of it. So for the next one, I don't want to do that. So yeah. So you have the flap here. I did do some sewing right there. So this is my envelope that I want to redo with you. So I was just playing around with the envelope and see what I can create. So this is what I came up with. So let's try that. Okay. So we're gonna look for a page in here. Let's see. Maybe something like that. This is white on this side, so maybe we'll do this side. I don't know. Let me just do the envelope first, and then we'll check that out. So these are the envelopes right here. They're the ones with the window. You can definitely use whatever envelopes you have. You can also, if you don't have the ones with the window, you can actually create it. I do have like templates that I made. Like this, you see, you can just add it, trace it, cut it out. And you can add acetate to it too. So see, like this, you can just cut it out and just trace it and cut it out on the envelope if you don't have the ones that have the window. Pretty easy, that part there. Okay, so we're going to start. So we just need 2. And I use 2. You don't have to use 2, but I want to show you why I use the 2. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these part out of the ends. Okay, so you open it up. I removed these little extra parts that it has here. You don't have no need for that. I'm definitely having a lot of fun like creating these projects because I'm just trying to think out of the box to create new different things that I haven't seen out there, but it could be a little difficult, you know, when you're trying to do, especially with windows like this. Okay, so you can keep one of these as your base. You're gonna need one, and then with the other one, what I was doing is I cut it down a little bit more. You don't need it to be super long, and this one gets cut too. So I'm gonna cut it down halfway, and then I'm going to remove these parts. So I cut it down all the way to the line there, and this one too. So I'm just keeping this part here. And then this one here, I do cut it down a little bit. I mean, you can keep it that long depending on how long your journal is, right? So this one would definitely fit. But it depends the page that I'm using as well. So you see this one, if I use this page here, I could probably use it. But if I use this page here, I could probably use it. Which I should use that page, right? I'm gonna just mark it. But I'm still gonna cut it down just a little bit. I don't want it too long. Okay. All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to use this part here. So you can do it like this. The only thing is that I noticed, since I'm going to put this through the printer, this part right here, the plastic of the little window here, it doesn't, the print doesn't stick to it. It kind of, it smears because it stays wet. So it doesn't really grab, the ink doesn't stay on there. So I do have to wipe it off. So you still see like this part here, it doesn't take the ink, so it doesn't look good. So what I decided to do, I thought about doing it like this, and I already experimented, and so I already put it through the printer, and I didn't like it because it just smears off. So I decided to do it this way. And the reason why I'm doubling this is because it is flimsy, so I don't want it to be so flimsy, right? So let me just cut this a little bit because I realized that it's a little snug. I don't want it to be okay, so I'm gonna put it here. All right, so I align it, and then I'm going to glue that part there, right? And this is gonna be your flap right here. But I'm doing it this way. I want my window at the bottom. If you want your window at the top, then you can definitely use it at the top. So, but this part here, this is gonna be a flap. But since I want it this way, this is gonna, I want it to open the same way the other one opened that I just showed. I want it to open that way. So I'm going to glue this part onto here. I'm going to align it, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Let me just take this out of here. I hope I'm not confusing you too much. So let me just glue that together. Let me just get some. I'm going to just use my glue stick. You can use whatever glue you have. I'm just trying to use what I have that's faster for me. Okay. So now I'm going to align this. And if you want to put something in between there before you glue it, that's fine too. I'm not doing it that way. It still gives it the effect like it's in the window. So all right, so this right here is going to make that part sturdier. Okay, so now this part here, I'm gonna cut it and just create that flap that I normally do. That I'm not gonna, of course, measure it, just eyeball it, keep that flap there. Okay, that's what's gonna be the part where you stick to your journal. So I can do it like this, right? Where this part is gonna go to the journal, or you can do it like this and bring it to the front. So you could do it like this, you could do it like that with the window at the bottom, or you could do it like this with the window in the front, right? And then this is gonna be your pocket. So I think with the other one, I had the window on this side. So I think I'm going to do it like this. But the thing is, here, if you notice, the ink is going to take this really good because it's only this part here. And I'll show you what happens when the ink goes onto this part here. But then this part here, if you notice, it has the plastic, because this is, can you see that? So the ink is not going to grab that at all. So what I had to do is just figure out what to do so that it does. I have these labels here, just white labels, regular white labels, and I did not purchase these. I got these from my job. They were getting rid of them, and so everything that they try to get rid of in my job, I take it, because we merged with another company and logos and things change, and so they got rid of a lot of stuff. So I took advantage and took a lot of it. They were going to throw it out, and they asked if anybody wants to take it. So absolutely, so I have a whole bunch of these plain labels like this. So what I'm doing is I'm covering that part there, and this is the perfect label to use because it takes the print really well, and it's white as well, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just align it to the best of your ability. I mean, you may not even have to do that. This is the way I'm doing it. Maybe you have maybe you'll find a better way to do it. Okay, so I kind of want it to I want the print to be all over. I don't want it to skip this part because it looks ugly. I already tried it, believe me. Okay, so there are some tiny little parts here that I cannot grab, but it won't affect the image, how it looks. Okay, so now this is ready to go through the printer. So now I did try putting it through the printer just like that, but it worked, but it didn't work because I got kind of excited, but then when the whole thing came out, I was like, oh man. So definitely you can put it through your printer like this. Maybe it's my printer, but you could definitely try it with your printer. So I want to show you when I put it through the printer. So this is one of the first ones I tried doing. See, look kind of the same. It's just this one is a little shorter, and look how beautiful that looks on there. But it didn't take the whole print. So I found another way to do it, and it's the way that I do when I put my tissue paper into the printer. I use that same method. So, but look how beautiful it takes the print, and it looks so pretty. But anyway, I'll use maybe I can use just this part here. I'm not gonna throw it out. I'll find use for it. But okay, so what we're gonna do is, what I usually do is, I have a paper that I use for my tissue paper, and it's the same one because I figured since it already has the sticky part, I could reuse it over and over. But for this one, I'm just using regular copy paper, and I'm just gonna measure this. So I'm going to put it right in the center. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's white on white. So okay. Oh, another thing you definitely need repositional glue. You can't use regular glue. You have to use repositional glue. If not, it'll get stuck to the paper, and that's it. You would have to cut it out or rip it off. So yeah, use repositional glue. This is the Elmer's one, and it's called Elmer's Craft Bond Repositional Glue. So what I do is measure it, hold it down. I know more or less where the bottom of this envelope is gonna go, so I'm just gonna do that. And I'd rather put the glue on the paper than on the envelope. And then I'm gonna do the same here. And it grabs your envelope really well. Okay, now you're going to put it through the printer. My printer is this way. It's not one of those printers that's flat. I gotta feed it in. Now I have the HP DeskJet $41.75 is not an expensive printer. I think when I purchased it was like $69. And I just purchased it because my other printer, which I loved so much, finally gave out on me. That one was a laser, and that one was a little bit more bigger. It was, and I think it cost me at the time $139. But I love that printer. I could do so much with that printer. But I settled for this one because I didn't have the money to buy the same printer, and the price went up on that one too. But eventually I'll get it again. But for now, this printer is good. So I'm gonna feed it in, and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, my friends, so here is the print. You can see it kind of blended in. You can't even see the envelope part. So this is the paper that I use. It's such a beautiful print. Look how rustic that is. So I decided to go with the blues. Look how pretty that is. So this is a printable from Etsy. I'm gonna put the information down below. I'll put the link down below if you're interested. It's a beautiful set of printables. Beautiful. So I did this one in landscape. That way the what am I gonna say? Oh, the stripes. The stripes go this way. So I'm gonna peel off the envelope. Peel it carefully, even though you're doing the repositional tape, just do it carefully. I mean repositional glue. And this is why you need the repositional glue, because if you use another glue, it's gonna stick and it's going to tear it. Okay, so there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Woo! So here is the flap, and here is the envelope. It's gorgeous. So you see that part right there? It kind of grabbed a little bit of it, but the problem with that is I wouldn't mind leaving it like that, but it won't stay there. It's going to smear everywhere, so I do have to wipe it off. So all you have to do is just wipe it off. Take a piece of tissue or napkin, whatever you have around you. Where's mine? Where is mine? Where is mine? Okay, I'm just going to grab a little piece of towel that I have here. I don't know what I do with my tissue box. And I'm just going to wipe it off. And it comes off easily. Just wipe it off. You don't need anything wet. You just wipe it off because it's already wet. And that's it. And you have your window again. So you see there's little spots right there. You see that? I thought that's the white part from me. That doesn't really bother me. That's from, because this is the part that I put the, where I put the label. You see tiny little in the corners. That doesn't bother me though. So what we're going to do now is do this part here. So we're going to repeat the same process, and you see how this gives you like the template already. So you can just line it up there, just add a little bit more of your glue right on the top. You're going to do the same, and you're going to just put it there again, and you're going to repeat. For this side, I have kind of like a similar to this one. I'm not going to do the same print. I'm going to do a different print. It does have blue in it, but I'm going to break it up a little bit. So again, I'm going to put it through the printer. Okay, so here we have the other part here. So I decided to use this one that has a little bit of like burgundy and a little bit of yellow just to break up the blue. Such beautiful colors. Love these colors. They go so pretty together. So this is the other side. Let's take it down. Let's take it out. Oh wait, because this one is the envelope that has the sealable. So I need that to stay on there. Okay. All right. So here we have that part there, and this right here you can definitely use these parts here. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to do the same and remove the ink because I wish it would stay, but it won't. And it doesn't do a good print either. So that's why it's not even trying. I was trying to dry it, but it wouldn't do it. So there you go. Your pocket is clean. I'm sorry, your window is clean. So you have this side and you have this side. So here, when you turn it this way, and this would be like your tuck spot there, you have a different design on there that goes with it, which is really pretty. And then this is your flap here. Let me just cut this little part here. This is from the label. Okay. So there you go, guys. So you then from here you decide if you want to use it this way and have your flap this way, and then it goes this way, or you can use it this way and have your flap go that way. But you can also use it this way. So it depends where you want your window. You can have your window up there and do it this way. You can have your window on the bottom and do it this way, but then you could also have your window this way. So it's all up to you. And you can use it either way. This could be the front, and then you go like this, or this could be the front, and you go like this. So whichever way you want is gonna look beautiful. So for me, I think I want to do, I really like this side so much, but I already did. So I think I'm gonna do the window on the top, but I'm gonna keep this side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it this side, but it's still gonna be this side. So let me see, because I already did the window on this side. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try it different. I think I'll do it this way with the window. So you know what, we'll keep it the same, it's fine, because it's going to go on a different journal. So I'm going to keep it like this. So here, if you notice, I kept the part of the original envelope. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to take one of these envelopes and do the same thing. I'm just going to align it and cut it so that it matches the other side. That's it, right there. Actually, that part, I don't know why. Seems like it's a little bit more. Okay. Okay, how was it? This way. This way. So that is your envelope. So now here, you're going to glue these right here. You can sew it. Let me see what I want to do. I think I want to give it a little bit of a different look. So I think I want to maybe sew the window. And of course keep this flap here as the tuck spot. And the other one I added a pocket on the top. Maybe I'll do that to this one too. And here, I don't know if I want to add anything. I really love the way it looks, but I feel like it needs something, but I just don't want to add any stamps to it. It just wasn't crazy with what I did with the other one. I think it turned out okay and nice, but I think it's a little too much, so I don't want to do that. Okay, I do have some butterflies that I want to put here that I already cut out. So, okay, I'm going to come right back. I think I'm going to put this through the sewing machine. But let me just glue this down, okay? Because I may just have to sew that too. Let's see. Oops. A little crazy with the glue. Let me just do that there. And that there. For this pocket, I had to, like, you see how it stays open a little bit? So whatever you put in there is going to, like, fall out. So I just put a little bit of glue, and then I do sew, but then I do add a teeny bit of glue on the inside just to tighten it a little bit. So whatever I put in there, but if anything, I could just put a clip like I did with the other one. Okay guys, so I'm going to put it through the sewing machine and I'll be right back. Okay my friends, so here I have the envelope window part. It's sewn in. I just kind of made it like squiggly, but that is what I did there. And then I also sewed right there. I kind of selected the like the leaf pattern there. So, and this is what it looks like in the back. Okay, so the next thing to do is add my little butterflies, which I already cut out. So I use these right here. These I purchased through Timo, and I thought that these originally were those stickers that you can peel out, peel off, and these are not like that. They're very, very pretty stickers, but you do have to cut them out. So I was bummed when I got them and realized that that is what I had to do. But I definitely do cut them out. So they come in like a not transparent background, but the butterflies are so beautiful. So I bought, I think it was like 3 or 4 packs of these, and I just mixed them all in. I have the blue, the pinks, the yellows, and then I also added some that have flowers. And then I also purchased the ones that have like the iridescent, and these are more like sea lights. But I just put them all together. But look how pretty they are. They're really beautiful stickers. I just don't like I like transparent stickers. I just don't like that shiny part when it shows. Like when you put them down and you see the shiny part, I don't like that. So most of the times I'll try to cut off the edges if I could. But so what I did was I did cut out a few of the blue, because I know I wanted to use blue paper or something with blue. And so I did cut them out ahead of time just to not make this video super long. And so yeah, so I just wanted to show you these are the ones that I used. They're beautiful. Just if you do decide to buy them or purchase them, just remember that you do have to cut them out. So I cut these out here. And so what I try to do is pick butterflies that I can align the front and the back, and that they're kind of almost like the same size, so that it doesn't show too much the difference. And so let me just put this one down. So hopefully it'll work out like it did with the first one. So that's that. And then the second one, let me see, this one's for the other one. So I try to do them like large, then one that follows, and then a smaller one, but they didn't have like the smaller one, so I just went with one that I thought would be okay. So let's see. So this is the second one, and these stickers stick really good to this part here. So I think the last one I chose was this one here. Yeah. You ripped? You ripped on me? Alright. Okay, so that is it right there. So now I'm going to try to align these with these on this side here, okay? So the largest one I think was this one here. Yeah, so it does show a little bit, but that's okay. So you definitely don't have to use stickers. You can definitely print out butterflies, duplicate it, and just like flip it, and you can do it like that as well. So I thought about doing that, but I didn't, because I just didn't want to fuzzy cut. Let me see, was it this one here? I think it was this one, the second one. I didn't want a fuzzy cut, so I didn't do that. Fine. Okay, we're gonna do that one with this one here, and I think this one aligns pretty good. Even if it sticks out a little bit, I mean, it's not gonna take away from it. So, and then this one here. Okay, so there you go. So now I have my butterflies on this end and my butterflies on this end. So when I do this, I could see the pretty butterflies on both sides, right? So here's my pocket, and I'm going to, I have to create something to put in this pocket because I don't have anything this long, and also it has to be up to here. I don't want anything covering this part, so I do have to make something to put in here. So I did print out this awesome paper that I love with the butterflies, and I got this set from Etsy. I'll put it in the description box below. This set that I bought is mainly like it just has a lot of patterns, and it's black and white. So I sometimes love to use patterns like this and just blend it in with collage and stuff like that. I think these patterns are awesome, especially when they're black and white. This one is a cream or beige and cardstock or index card paper, and so I also like printing on this color because I like the way it looks too. But if you do it in black and white, it's beautiful. And then this is part of the kit that I'm using this, and so I'm gonna create something from this to add it to the pocket. Okay, my friends, so I wanted to do a pocket here in the back the same way I did with the other one, but this design is so pretty. I don't want to cover all the flowers up here, so I thought about doing just like a little tuck spot. But before I do that, I want to be able to get the page and cover the page because the page is white, and like I said, I want to cover all the white pages. So I selected this one here, this paper out of the set, to cover that page. So we're going to do that now. So I want to show the blue, and of course I want the beautiful reds and pinks to break it up. Also has the neutrals. These colors are so beautiful together. So I'm just going to measure this so I can just cut it out. Okay, so I have my page covered, and so I wanted to add that little tuck spot on the envelope. I just don't know, and I guess I want to just put it like in this corner somewhere because I don't want the flower to be totally covered. So I'm going to use this part here because it matches the paper. So I think something like that. And I don't know how tall I want it, so it can't be super tall. It's going to be a small pocket, so I think I'm going to do it like that. So I'm just going to cut it out. And this. Maybe something like that. I don't know if I should angle it. Let's see. Maybe I should do something like that. I think that should be fine. So I'm just going to ink it in just to see how it looks. Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so let's add some glue. just feel like it's missing a little something, but I don't want to overdo it like I did with the last one. So I just want to add like a little tag in here. But still show the paper because it's so pretty, right? Okay. And it kind of goes, it flows up. Okay, right? So I'm not gonna do much more to it. You see here how I thought with the other one that it needed something, but I feel like I'm gonna leave it like that. This paper is just beautiful. I think it's gorgeous, so I'm just gonna add it to the journal page. So it'll be like that, and then I'll add the tags. So we're gonna do it like that. So I so far have 3 flaps that I've made, and I really love the flap pockets and tucks and stuff like that. I think that it gives it more character to the journal. That's my opinion. I love things that you can open and you can hide like little pockets in them. I just think it makes the journal very interesting. So alright, so I mean, I am gonna add something in the inside because although it's beautiful, I'm gonna try to do similar to what I did with the last one, where I just did one part here and then I did like a belly band in the middle, and you can still see most of the paper in the back. So I think I'll probably use this paper to do that, and then I'll just add, and that's really quick. So I'm gonna take this little piece here and use it for my little scrap. Look how nice. See this one here? You can definitely cut these out, save them, and use them for your collage pieces because they're so nice to use. So I'll keep those. So I'm going to just measure this real quick. Right here. I can cut that part out. And then I'll do the middle one as well. Okay, so I have my parts here, which I cut out. So I think I'm going to do this part here, like this. And I'm just going to eyeball it and cut it out. So it's supposed to be to right here. And this is the perfect line right here. It's going to guide me. I think that's going to fit perfect. Yes, so also wanted to mention that I don't know if you noticed that I did not ink up a lot of my edges because as I was doing my work I totally forgot to do that, but I did ink it up afterwards. So definitely do your edges if that's something that you like to do. So I'm just gonna put glue to it. And this kind of disguises this little edge right here, which I don't like how it looks, but it's fine, I guess. I'm just a little too picky sometimes, but. And then for the band in the middle, I'm gonna use it this way, like this. Instead of the part with the flower, I'm gonna use the blue part. And I'm going to cut it right here. Ink up your part there, and it's gonna fit perfectly. Bring it down a little bit if you want. Bring it up a little bit. Depends, I guess, how large your piece is gonna be. So, and I like this one too because this one here, it also reveals whatever you're gonna put inside your pocket or your tuck spot. Right there. All right. So we'll let that dry a little bit. And so there you go. So now we're going to add the items to the pockets. So here is the paper that I said I was going to use. I just added that stamp up there that says grateful, just to give it a little bit of interest. I thought this part was a little plain, so I added that part there. Look how pretty that paper is, right? And then I just added some of like this cardstock paper that I've been using for this journal a lot. It's this one here. It has a lot of like the notebook papers and stuff like that with a little bit of rustic, and this is very old. This is Artsy. Yeah, I've had this for many years, so I've been using the inside of that. And this is it here. And then I decided to use this one here. This is the paper I showed before, which I love. And then I just added the journaling spot in the back as well. So we're going to add the big one there. And then that there, you see I had to make it so that it fits and it doesn't cover the butterflies. So see how this is a little bit open, so the insides may fall out. So what I do is I add a little bit of glue here in the inside just to make it tighter, but for now I'm just going to add a clip so it can stay in there, and you can see the beautiful butterflies. You can see the butterflies on the other end, and then you have your other tuck spot here, but you can add a tag or whatever you want to add. And then I have my little pocket here that I just created. I'm going to add this little cute little tag in there, and it fits just perfect. So I'm going to add that there, and then maybe I could just cut it down a little bit. I thought it was going to be small enough, but I guess not. It's a little bit tall. Okay. There you go. That's better. It also has the butterfly, which I like, and the colors kind of match. Yeah, there you go, guys. So I got to get something for here. Okay, my friends. So here we have our pocket completely done. That's what it looks like there. And then on the other side, I added this tag or journaling space, whatever you want to call it. So I added, so I had this paper from one of my previous printables that I ordered from Etsy, and I just added this part here. So I kind of like fused it together just so that it kind of flows. And so I just added that part there, and I kept the girl and this part because I thought it looks really nice. So that's going to be in this part here. It has journaling space in the back. So I thought it looked really nice. It also has kind of like the neutral colors, so it blends in nicely. So that's going to be there. And then you have your little tag up here. Super cute. You're going to close it. Of course, it displays the beautiful butterflies and the sewing around the window. And then you have your front with your beautiful window again. And look at that. It also even displays the lady behind there, if you can see that, which pretty nice. And then you have your tag, which is also journaling space, and another tag or journaling space, if you, journaling card right in there. I'm just going to add this so that it doesn't fall out. And that's it, my friends. That is the pocket that I came up with. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me create it. So let me just bring up the first one I made here just to compare them. So here they are. Really different styles, but I did use the same paper. I just wanted to switch up the colors a little bit. This one I sewed through the whole thing, and so you can see the butterflies there and the beautiful butterflies here, and then you have your pocket in there. This I'm gonna change. I just added that for an example because I totally forgot to put something in there, but I'm definitely gonna switch that. But here you have your pocket, or your tuck spot, whatever you want to call it, and then you have your little pocket in the top. So you can do it like this, and add the pocket this way. Add your pocket this way, the way I did it here. that I added the pocket this way, and then I added like my little tags and things in there. Or you can just do a little tuck spot, or you don't have to do any pockets at all. This is the way I created mine. And then and again, if you want to add something, you can. I regret adding like the stamping. It's not horrible, but I feel like it's too busy, and I really didn't need to add it because the paper in the bottom is just gorgeous. But that's fine. You know what? You learn. You live and you learn, right? So then you have your things there, a little tag. This one's really skinny. I made it really skinny. And then I did this one here with some journaling space in the bottom. I'm gonna just put it this way. And there you go, guys. So very nice. And this one here, had a lot of fun creating this with you guys. I hope you guys will try it. If you do try it, let me know. And if you have a channel or an Instagram or whatever, so I can check it out and see you guys create it and probably make your own twist to it, right? Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I appreciate your time. Any comments, put in down below. I'll link all those papers that I use. I'll link it down below, so if you're interested, you can go to Etsy and check it out. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. God bless. Bye bye.